Now, if you had a nickel for every rocket I had on this world, you'd be able to pretty confidently put like a nice down payment on a pack of gum, right? I got 4 rockets. We are absolutely vibing in this world. That really needs to change, though, so today I'm going to focus on that. We're going to be making a gunpowder farm with creepers. We're going to be making a sugarcane farm, and then I'm also going to spice things up at the end of the video. This doesn't really help with the rocket situation, but I'm going to be making an experience farm. I think I'm going to do an Enderman experience farm, and we have a shit ton of leaves, so that shouldn't be too difficult. Let me just walk you through, though, what I did last time. We built this nice little village. It's tiny, but it is going to house all of our villagers. And I said is going to house, right? So I know last time I said that I was going to get all the villagers moved in by now. But there's a few reasons why I haven't done that yet. So the first reason is that the villager breeder still needs to make villagers. I don't really have any to move, so I couldn't even move any over right now if I wanted to. We actually have 2 villagers. I thought we still had 0, but still 2 is not nearly enough to populate that entire village. And the second reason is like just based on the nature of the things I'm making right now, I feel like it would be more efficient if I made one of the farms first and then worked on the villagers, because this is going to take a while to move all the villagers over. And while I'm doing that, the farms will be running. So what we're going to do is just start working on a creeper farm. As I'm putting that together, the villager breeder should still be going. So let me go gather up all the materials I'm going to need for this good old creeper farm. We might have a good bit already, but I think I'm going to need a lot of cobblestone, which we don't have enough of. We could use some tuff to try to work it in, which I think I'm going to do. Because, actually, let me show this off first before I talk about the materials. I'm going to put it over here. We have a bit of work to do to the area before I actually have it ready to build on. I'm going to put it over here, and I think what I'm going to do is get rid of all this water. Or maybe just cover it up. I don't know. I think I'm just going to cover it up to save some dirt and stuff. And we're going to, like, kind of flatten out this area to at least this level. I think it'll probably build back up again closer to the water. Because then, where we put the creeper farm, it's just going to be like an ugly cobblestone tough box. Or not really a box, but weird shape, right? And I think we could probably try to, like, work in some kind of cliff face on this side. And then mesh that in with the farm. And then on top of the farm, we could probably throw some kind of lighthouse, some kind of tower. It might not actually be a lighthouse, it might just be like a tower with like some glowstone on the top or something like that. But I think I want to terraform this entire area and make it look all nice and snazzy. Because then also, like, when we're flying around, it's pretty easy to see my area, but it'll be even easier now if I have a big-ass tower here with a lot of light being emitted from it. And that's going to take some time, but I think it'll be worth it. So let me go work on that. And I do hope we have enough dirt for this. I have quite a bit in here, but I really don't know how much this is going to take. So we have a shulker box, like, more than half filled with dirt. Let's go place all this down and see how far we can get. And also, I'm going to be clearing out a lot of the trees. We can build back some custom trees eventually. But for now, I think I just want to flatten out this whole area, and then we can work on some terraforming. Yeah, it looks absolutely horrible right now, but we at least have some ground to walk on now over here. And I kind of like roughly sketched out how potentially like the different elevations could go. And it's very like step-like at the moment, but that'll definitely change. Also, I like double layered all these. So I use pretty much all of my dirt, but I like it a lot better this way. So then I can actually break some blocks and stuff without having to worry about filling up underneath. Most of them are double layered. Some of them aren't, I think. I just kind of missed some blocks in here, like right there. Over there, I missed a block. Doesn't really matter that much. This is also completely exposed, but we can certainly work in over here and actually make this look nice. But I want to start by kind of figuring out where this creeper farm is going to go. So I want to make this into like some kind of design, like the same gradient we have on most of our builds here. So we might have enough like blocks right now to really start placing this thing down. But let me just, you know, pull up the tutorial. I will put the link in the description for the tutorial of this, because I definitely don't know how to build one, just off the top of my brain. I got most of the design done. I just need to grab some cats now. We need 4 total. That shouldn't be too bad because we do have some villages around us. But I think I'm only going to make this 1 high, so it might not actually be that efficient, but I'll make a new one later if gunpowder is an issue down the line. The reason I'm only going to make this 1 tall is just because if I made it 2 tall, I think it would be a little bit too big. Because what I want this to be is like the platform for the tower I'm going to build. I'm not going to leave it looking like this on the outside, right? I'm going to design it a bit more, make it like blend into the environment more than this. It'll look like, I'm thinking like an inclined cliff looking thing. I don't really know how to describe it, but we're just gonna have the tower on top of here. So now I have to go either fishing or just have to go kill some fish in order to get some cats. I don't think I actually have any fish on me. I have some cooked fish, but I think it has to be raw, if I'm not mistaken. So let me just go swim around for a while and kill some salmon. We got 22 fish. I really hope that's enough for 2 cats. Just want to at least bring 2 back and then I can breed them. Oh, let's go. It worked on the first one. Thank you so much, kitty. All right, good. We got 2 cats. Give me another cat. If I get another cat, I just have to breed these guys once. Might as well breed the cats up for now then, and look for another while that happens, because maybe that 3rd cat will grow up, and then we can breed them again. Also, man, dude, baby cats are so adorable. Look at this little guy. Love that little guy. He's really cool. Good guy. Good guy cat. And there we go. We're gonna have a 4th cat. Beautiful. Also, already on the way up to the farm. Love that. Let's bring you in there, buddy. Now that we have all of the cats in place, let's get building the rest of this farm. I think this thing is done. Pretty sure it's functional. I'll go check on it in a little while to make sure that we do have some gunpowder in the collection system. It's just right over here, right beneath me right now. This whole area just looks super awkward, but I promise it'll look normal at the end of this video. I just want to get the farm in place first before we start like terraforming everything. But the creepers should fall down here, and the gunpowder will end up in these chests. I'm gonna go work on the sugarcane farm, and then we'll be back to check this whenever I finish that farm, and hopefully there's actually gunpowder down there. The sugarcane farm I'm going to build is going to be underground. My idea is just to have like a big tunnel, potentially branching off in different directions of a bunch of different farms. I'm just gonna start today with the sugarcane portion, but we could have like a melon farm down there, we can have a bamboo farm down there. A bunch of automated farms can certainly go down there. I'm just trying to find a good spot to put this thing. I'm gonna save all of the aesthetics of these builds for the end. So the last thing we'll do in this video is decorate up the creeper farm, potentially build that tower that I'm thinking of, and make everything look nice underground. So a lot of work is gonna go into this video, hopefully, but I think it'll turn out pretty well. So let's just dig down a pretty good while, and I actually do need some ladders to get down, because I think it'll be ladders rather than a staircase. But let's head all the way down, and then in this direction, I'm just gonna mine a pretty big hallway. We got a nice hallway dug out. This is probably not big enough, but we can at least get started with these farms. Also, I started digging in this direction, but it turns out there is an underwater cave over here, and I just don't really want to deal with that right now. So we are behind the ladder in this direction. So the idea is that the sugarcane farm will be in the wall of either sides of this hallway going straight down, and then we could just keep this going for a very long time. I think we could probably just go forever in this direction, really. So then we have a lot of room down here to expand for some other farms. We could even branch off in some different directions. We can go down even more. We can have a big like underground system of farms. I think it could actually look really cool. I've been messing around down here trying to figure out what kind of design I wanted to go for with the sugarcane, and I think I'm gonna do this. Now, I don't believe this is going to be lossless, so it's not as effective as it could be, but we should have more than enough sugarcane down here for that really to matter. So the plan is to have the sugarcane all right here, and then we're gonna have the piston and observer system, obviously the block behind that. It'll bump most of the sugarcane into this water stream, which collects right here, where we're gonna put a hopper, and we can lead that into a chest, like in the middle of the room or something like that. So now let's work on the actual observer system in the back. That shouldn't be too difficult. And then after all the pistons and the observers are put in, this is what it's gonna look like, and I'm pretty sure it is now functional. Once these grow, the pistons will yeet them out of the way, and a lot of them should land in the water stream. I'm pretty sure they can still land like right here. So that's why this thing isn't technically lossless, but we should still get a lot of it. I'm gonna do the same exact thing on this side, and we still have room above to throw some more sugarcane and stuff as well. I don't think I'm gonna do that today, because I think this is going to be a ton of sugarcane, and we already have a good bit back at the base. But just considering the size of our creeper farm, this is probably going to be enough. So let me build this again on the other side. But down the line, if we need sugarcane, I will definitely go above, and maybe even below. All right, I think this side is also done. It definitely is done. I'm thinking we actually just have a double chest for each of these farms. That'll probably work out pretty well. So let's go ahead and add the hoppers like that, and then like that. And now I think if I throw anything down here, it should end up in this chest. It does, perfect. Same thing over here. And we can cover these blocks there, and then probably just have trapdoors over these chests or something like that, or maybe just lower the floor down a little bit or something, just so it doesn't look as weird. But I think this is pretty functional now, just so the sugarcane doesn't fly all over the place. I'm just gonna put cobblestone here. Like I said before, at the end of the video, we're actually going to make these areas look good because, yeah, this is certainly not going to be the final product over here. But this actually gives us a pretty good idea of how wide the hallway is going to be, and I think this is perfect. We can have, like, glass, spruce, maybe some deep slate or something for the design down here with a bunch of archways and stuff like that. I think it's going to look really nice once we get everything situated. But we will also come back to this in a little while to see if it is working properly. For now, though, let me clear out these shulker boxes. I'm actually super lazy. I'm just not going to empty these shulkers out just yet. I have more, so let's just bring these two with us, and let's gather all the materials we're going to need for my Enderman farm. I just looked up an Enderman XP farm tutorial video, and it turns out I need way more blocks than I thought. So, I'm going to go ahead and go mining, because I'm going to use deep slate. I already have a lot of deep slate, and I figured this is actually a pretty good excuse to go mining. I haven't been mining in a while. I'll go grab some diamonds, potentially. So I'm going to go mining for a while. I'm probably going to try to fill up a shulker with deep slate, maybe some tuff as well, just to get as many blocks as I possibly can. Because I need around 22 stacks of blocks. I'm looking at a tutorial by Shulkercraft, by the way. I'll put that in the description as well, along with the creeper farm. I was going to get just all deep slate, but then I realized that would take a very long time, even with efficiency 5. So I found this big ass tough deposit and just mined a ton of it. So now we have quite a lot of stuff, and I think that's actually enough. I know I said I would get like a full shulker box, but I don't need a full one, I don't think, because I have nearly half a shulker of deep slate at the house. Another thing I need for the XP farm is a name tag, which I don't have. So I tried to trade with a librarian to level them up in order to get a name tag trade, but I don't have enough emeralds to do that, and I don't want to grind getting trees. So I think what I'm going to do is go to a mine shaft I found a couple episodes ago and hopefully find one, and also hopefully not die. Also, the gunpowder farm is pretty bad. I don't know exactly what the problem is, but I will figure that out later. I don't want to deal with that right now. Yeah, okay, this is the mine shaft. Sick. Now it's just time to take on these stupid spiders. I hate these. Going through this mine shaft actually turned out to be very pointless. I didn't find a single chest, and I was down there for like an hour. I did find some diamonds though, and I actually found a spawner, but in the chest of the spawner, no name tag. So instead I just decided to bite the bullet and go trade with a librarian. We can finally get a name tag. Yikes, that took a long time. Also, I want to point this out. So Paul GG, right? He's a huge Minecraft YouTuber. In his hardcore series, he is naming villagers and animals and stuff like that after subscribers, after viewers and whatnot. I like that idea. I want to do that as well, right? In my Madden series, I usually will name players after subscribers, so I feel like an easy way to translate that over to Minecraft is to name some villagers. So, like, today, we are going to move a bunch of villagers over, well, like, maybe at the end of the episode, maybe before next time. I still don't even know when I'm going to do that. But it's going to happen, right? We're going to populate the village we made last time. If you would like to be named one of the villagers, just let me know. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what kind of villager you would like to be named and what you want it to be named. Like, if you want it to be named like your YouTube username, let me know. If you want it to be named just like your actual name, like Dave, you can let me know that as well. But all that work just to get a stupid name tag. There's still more stuff we need too. My God, this is taking so long. We pretty much have everything that we need to start building this experience farm. So I'm gonna head over to the end now. The only other thing I need is ender pearls, which I can actually just get in the end. We are ready now to assemble this experience farm. I got all the materials I need. They're all in these shulker boxes right here. And let's do this. And I'm pretty sure I have to like drop a bucket of water off the side of the end, which is always very terrifying. But let's try to find a good spot to do that, and then we can begin. Dude, that is the scariest thing ever, doing that. Oh my God, I hate that so much.
All around me are familiar faces.
Oh my God, my shulker box just fell. Okay, well, that's very annoying. Now let's go back and get all the shit I just dropped. Oh my God, that pisses me off so much. All right, I'm pretty sure we have everything once again, so let's head back. At least I didn't lose the chest with all my blocks in it. That would have been really annoying to get back again. So this farm is finished. It looks disgusting, but it should be functional. And now we can just go ahead and kill all these Endermen and get a ridiculous amount of experience. Yeah, this farm is insane. Like, absolutely insane. I'm not gonna sit here and farm much right now because I don't need to. We don't need many levels at the moment, but of course, this is going to be a perfect way to heal our tools and our armor and whatnot. So, beautiful. We built the Enderman farm. Now we can actually start decorating everything in this episode aside from that. I am not decorating the Enderman farm. I'm not making that look good. That is not possible, okay? That's not in my scope of building ability. I'm not going to make that farm look even half decent. It's going to stay like that. Also, I was AFKing for a little while at the creeper farm, and it's not absolutely terrible. Obviously, it's not the best farm in the world, but I mean, it generated like almost a stack in each of those chests, and I don't actually know exactly how long I AFK'd for, but I feel like I got about 40 in like half an hour, like 20 minutes, something like that. So it's obviously not great, but hopefully over time I can get some decent amounts of gunpowder. But I do want to start with this area and actually making this look decent. Because even if this creeper farm isn't super effective, it can at least be a cool build. So I'm going to begin here by making this look a bit more natural. And hopefully I can actually achieve that. Yeah, I think this looks a lot better now. It looks a lot more natural. It's not like a weird, awkward step up all the time. So we have this nice gradual build up to this, you know, level right here. And also I filled in like the little holes on the sides. So now this thing is completely like solid ground. Well, at least it looks like solid ground from the outside. Next up then, we actually have to build the tower, and I'm gonna have to terraform a little bit more because this isn't just going to be like this nice perfect shape on the top. I'm definitely gonna make it look a bit more natural, a bit more random, like a random slab of rock is just chilling here. I'm gonna do my best to make it look like that, but I think it's time that we hit up another time lapse. I might have to go collect some materials, but that's not a super exciting thing to watch. So I'll probably just go grab a butt ton of wood because I actually don't have like any. Maybe some cobblestone as well, some different cobblestone varieties, maybe some stone stuff. And then we can start with the build. But it's all going to be time-lapsed, so hopefully it turns out well. Now, after I finished building that tower, I decided to go and heal up my tools. I put mending on a whole bunch of my tools, and honestly, I just forgot to record it. But I was over in the Spruce Village getting some emeralds from some Fletchers, and then I put mending on a whole bunch of tools. Went to the Enderman farm that we just built, and I repaired them all. That took like no time at all. That Enderman farm is so good. And also, after I did that, I kind of wanted to start moving some villagers over, but when I thought about starting that, I realized that I actually want to zombify all the villagers first. So I decided to trap a zombie, make this gross looking system that like kind of works a little bit. There's definitely a much better way to do this, but I was kind of just trying to figure it out all on my own, and I came up with this monstrosity. But we have now a bunch of zombie villagers. I still have to go to the nether to get like nether wart and stuff like that to actually be able to cure these villagers, but I just wanted to point out that we have like a horde of zombie villagers chilling in this spruce box. And I will be back later to cure those villagers, but let's cut to another time lapse now of me building up the sugarcane farm and the area surrounding it on the surface. We now got the shaders on, so we're going to take a quick walkthrough at what we built this episode. Also, I'm not really feeling the best. I'm a little sick, so you might be able to hear it in my voice. I apologize if you do. Look at my little AFK platform up there. You can see it right above my head. Beautiful. Anyway, though, let's go through the new stuff we just built today in those time lapses. I'm going to start over here with the tower. I like how this turned out. I'm really not good at making towers, so I don't think it's like the absolute best thing I've ever built. But I still think it's pretty solid. It does look nice with shaders for sure. And we have, you know, this little pond. The water looks a little bit weird, I feel like, in this shader, but we're going to deal with it. We have this little pond with a little bridge that goes over it as well. Also, it may look different up here because I terraformed a little bit more at the top. It was a bit too flat for me, so I kind of just threw in a bunch of, like, random pieces of stone as some different rocks around this whole area. And I think it actually turned out pretty well. Makes it look like the tower's really like coming out of the rock, and that's kind of what I wanted. The interior is the best interior I've ever done. Oh my god, look at, we have, what, 4 torches on the wall? 3 torches on the wall? That took me so long to do. I'll get to the interior eventually. I also still have not done the interior of that house, but I'll get to that as well at some point in the future. So that's the first thing we built. I think it actually looks nice just to house our... a pretty bad creeper farm, but at least it is a creeper farm. And then over this way, we have a new field planted. We have them in like rows, and I like what this looks like when it's fully grown. And also, I didn't know this, but crops grow better if they're planted in rows like this. Like not the same crop next to each other the whole time. Watched a video about farming recently, and the guy mentioned that in the video. Did not know that until right now. But this is just like an elaborate way of having our sugarcane farm. I set up a water elevator that goes up, and then we have a little block of water at the bottom of this that we can drop down to. Then you turn around and we have our sugarcane farm with some glow berries, with some spore blossom as well. These ones aren't glowing. I don't know what the deal is with that. Maybe I have to change them out or bone meal them or something. I don't know. But yeah, this is just a way to have our sugarcane farm, and the chests are still accessible. This thing has been cranking out sugarcane this whole time. It's not the best, but it's also not the worst, so I will take it. And then that just shoots you straight up into the farm again. I think it's nice. We achieved a lot in this episode. We made some farms, we built some cool stuff, we added to the area. Let me actually take a quick fly around really fast. Do I have any rockets? I do. I think it's looking pretty good here. I think that tower is a really good addition to the whole area. Looks really nice with shaders, actually. That whole area by the tower looks nice with the pond and everything too. And then of course our new field with our new little like storage canopy building thing. I'm really liking what this area is turning out to be. I think I'm a much bigger fan of this area than my survival world area. But thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.